everybody, welcome to Vlogmas Day 17.
Today's the 16th.
Oh. Yeah, this is for tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey.
We are here to make gingerbread ornaments. We looked at gingerbread houses and Libby said, you don't remember? Do you want to invite the critters back?
Oh.
So she said if we did these, we could put them in bags and give them away. Because then I said, well, I'll just throw it away right when we're done. I said, or we could do these ornaments and give them away. And she said we could give them away. So we are going to decorate these.
We're also going to put on them toxic.
Because we're decorating them? Or
yeah.
For the mice?
So people don't eat them. They're ornaments. And how old is that icing?
Our icing is a year old.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you eat one, you've set the example for the rest.
Well, I would eat that icing, but I wouldn't eat those. I don't think these are edible, are they?
Why wouldn't they be edible?
I don't know.
I bet they're edible.
I don't know. I've seen people bite into... Oh, yeah, it says calories.
Plastic calories?
I don't know. All right. Well, doggies, guess what? We can't do this with you up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? All right, buddy. And there's 8 of them. That's a lot of decorating. And I was smart today and we're picking up our groceries.
Oh, they're kind of big.
We're picking up our groceries later tonight, so we're not going through rush hour.
Whose idea was that?
I only did it once.
Who did you have drive when you did it?
You. So I could talk to y'all. Not a very good idea.
That's not what you said.
What was it, to edit? Oh, I had a headache.
My back hurts.
So should we just use these instead of opening
I wouldn't
this?
open that. That's not a year old.
Plus these are already like in the shape. Like this shape.
Yeah, that shape. And they're colorful.
Yeah. This one just has really hard stuff in here too.
It could be snow poop.
Oh, they smell really good.
I don't think they need icing.
Dare you to try it. Like, here.
I am not going to ruin my cookie.
No, just eat this little piece.
You eat that little piece.
No, ew. I know. I was going to let you do it.
Drop dead, Lib. Let's know how it goes.
No, I'm pickier than you are. No, I'm not, am I? Tastes delicious. No heating. Stop.
You could microwave them, though, and make them soft.
I wonder if it would soften up those hard things.
Why don't you give it a shot?
I'm just trying to push the hard things to the bottom and the soft icing to the top.
That's kind of smart.
I kind of am once in a while.
Maybe you need a paintbrush.
No, I just need to break up the eye from the mouth. They were connected.
That looks like a star eye and a round eye.
Yeah, but I'm going to put these in it to make sense.
Yeah.
What stories do you have?
I have a story to tell that you don't want me to.
What's it about?
About spiders and the porch.
Because you didn't have bodily functions.
You just told on yourself.
Well, they don't know what it is.
No, now they have an imagination about what it is.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
And I can cut it out.
What's the rule now? What's the terms and conditions?
That was my words out of my mouth.
No, but it's about clip. A clip.
That's not the terms and conditions.
It's mine.
It's what you
signed
say.
off. You said it on video.
About what you say.
About what's said.
That is not, it is on today's video.
Is it?
Yes. Or yesterday's. One of them. Yesterday's.
Is it?
Yes. The terms and conditions.
My terms and conditions.
We watched it today at lunchtime.
I know, I'm telling you, my terms and conditions. They can't even see what we're doing.
I know,
soon.
that's why you gotta tell stories.
Well, then I'm telling the spider story.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so years ago, when we still smoked.
And hung our laundry outside to dry.
That's right. And also, it was, I think the mosquito Nile virus or whatever it was kind of like new to the neighborhood. Sue and I spent a lot of time on the back porch smoking. And because the weather was really good and we just talk and smoke. And
we never smoked in the house.
Yeah, we never smoked in the house. So this particular evening, we were outside and I was just sitting, and I looked and there was a spider like right here. And I went to brush it off, but I brushed it in to my shirt and I panicked to have a spider. I didn't know where it was. I took everything off. The only thing, by the time I was finished, the only thing that was left on was my socks, not even my shoes. So I'm panicking, throwing clothes off. Sue's laughing at me, and all of a sudden, what did I hear? Bodily function out the hiney. Then
I told you what the rest of it was. You did not hear that part.
What? That she peed on her pants. Yeah. And so there I was, buck naked, and there she was.
But I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, and she kept laughing at me. And anyway, I never saw the spider again. But I also, picked up the clothes and put them immediately in the washer because I wasn't bringing spider. I was going to drown that spider. I wasn't bringing spider into the house. That was so scary. And then I kept thinking, dang, we should have that videotaped because we would have won the $10,000 on America's Funniest Home Videos. And they would have out my body parts.
Yeah.
So it would have been hilarious. And what was really hilarious was I didn't scream or anything, so it was pretty quiet, just, but then you could hear, I mean, my pants.
I was like that silent laugh.
Yeah, yeah. And it wasn't funny. If it had been a spider on her, I would have helped her. She didn't help me.
Because you're not usually afraid of anything.
When it goes inside your clothes, there's reason to be afraid. So I'm making a green hat. I know it's probably supposed to be red, but I am the badass elf. And
elves have green hats.
This is a gingerbread man, and the fact of the matter is we don't have any black icing. I guess I could make some. I do know how to make good icing, frosting, whatever it is.
You make great icing for brownies.
Yeah. And it's the same icing you use for cake. Did you know that?
It could be, yeah.
May I have some red, please?
Mm-hmm.
I'll trade you. Thank you. These are going to be kind of cute,
Oh,
aren't they?
they are.
Look at that big glop.
Is that his eyebrows?
No, that's part of the hat. Look at where his eyes are. Sue. Look, y'all, that's part of the hat, the green.
Well, now I've just hurt her feelings.
I'm not sure you've made me question my artistic abilities. That's what you've done. This might be my first and last.
Didn't say that.
But I am going to finish. Because I was proud of it until you said that.
Did I just mess you up? What?
It'll be fine.
What did I do?
You bumped me.
We'll be all like particular on this one, and then by the end we're like smearing.
This might be my first and last, I say.
No.
So you don't get to dictate my artistic
Why?
resistance. Because you're bossy.
You knew that when you married me.
So
What you looking for?
some relief from you.
ROLAIDF. ROLA. What was that? What was that? I did not spell that correctly, but what commercial was that? Rolaids spells relief. I don't know. Tom's at it again. Uh-oh. I think I just gave her boobs.
And you didn't even place them very strategically.
Well, it was supposed to be part of a bow tie for him. Now it's...
a transgender gingerbread
It is.
cookie.
What?
I was seeing jingle bells, but it smells.
Oh, dear. Well, I'm just going to have to make us go really fast through this if you're not going to tell any stories.
Well, you tell a story.
I talk every day. You're a guest speaker.
I charged $300,000 a vlog.
Add it to the tab. To all the other things you charged me for over the years.
And what might that be?
I have no idea. You got a tab going, I know, of all the things I owe you for.
Remember all the Susan B.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still owe me 900 Susan B.
It was 700.
Listen, there's interest.
Interest.
And how many years has it been?
A long
And that hurt my feelings.
That I corrected you, or that...
I remember as you were dumping out my Susan B. Anthony's from the Turtle Bank and other stuff, I said, is this easier than calling your father? And you said yes. And I mumbled under my breath, not for me.
I remember.
Yeah.
This probably isn't the story I meant.
What story did you mean?
There are some happy stories in our lives.
There are some happy stories, but that's the one that came to mind. I was heartbroken.
Remember when we drove to California in Steve's Prius?
Yes.
And
I dodged a rock.
right outside a tunnel. Like we came.
Glenwood, it was right at Glenwood, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we came out of the tunnel. And I don't know how you missed it. Because it was right at like some dusk or dawn or...
No, it was late at night because we left at midnight.
Yeah, so we were coming out from the lights of the tunnel.
Yeah.
To...
And there was a big old boulder. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I missed it. I think this little guy is busy enough. What do you think? I didn't really mark his mouth because what I'm finding is that even a little block turns into a blip and kind of a lot. No, a blip turns into a lot of blob. And I keep, it's yucky if you touch it. Here. Oh. There you go.
I'm not done yet. You have more.
What do you mean I have more?
You have 4 more.
No, I don't. I have 3 more.
No, because you complain. No, you have to do one of mine.
I can fix that.
No, don't break them. Don't break them.
How do you know I'm going to break it?
Because you said I can fix that.
Maybe I'll just eat it.
Oh, okay.
Why does that make it okay?
Because I'm interested to know if it tastes good.
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, if it doesn't, you'd be going,
I am going to tell your secrets.
I would do the same thing.
Okay. Oh, cool. Well, I just made my work a whole lot easier.
You're a mean one. It's different.
Oh, and we have yellow for the eyes.
Yeah. Oh, dear. All right, everybody.
This is kind of fun.
Oh, what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Spread it around.
But it's going to be on everything.
No, it's not. Look, it's staying right on the... Oh, it's gummy. This is cool. You know what? I'm having this for breakfast.
That's the year-old frosting.
Oh. Oh, dear. Okay, but I'll tell you what.
There's mine.
This...
You can't eat it, Otis.
This is amazing.
Okay, now she's having fun. Could you, like, share the gumdrops and stars over there?
Sure.
Thanks. And could you share some of the heater?
Yeah, look, it's on your side. Oh, dear. See, it's on your side. It's on our side. On our sides. It is. Look, it's right up against your knee.
The end of it is.
Well, let me fix that. Oh, that's the wrong color. Mr. Grinch.
Here we are. A heel.
Okay, where are the scissors? Because I have an idea. I think I have scissors over there.
You're as prickly as a cactus. You're as slimy as an eel.
Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. I can't wait until they make a badass song. I mean, a badass self song. That's what I meant. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Look, Grinch hair.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I can't. Okay,
Oh, just let it drip. Just let it, put it down on your...
I'm trying to show them. That's Grinch. Oh. Wow, he's got a lot of ice on him.
It's dripping.
Do you need some?
I got my own little...
I know, but I'm sharing.
Thanks. So you know, we heard the whole song on the radio the other day,
Yeah.
and we had never heard... What was it about arsenic sauce?
The triple-decker sauerkraut
Sandwich.
toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. I wish I could sing.
That song you can. Please don't.
Why not?
Oh, that would be my worst nightmare.
Getting ice.
I don't know why. Because this stuff stains. Yeah, we were going to give them away as gifts, remember?
I'm going to eat that one for breakfast. And that one can
That's
be
cute. Yeah.
a gift.
Who's red?
Santa Claus.
He's all red?
This one is.
Why are you all offended?
Because you're questioning my
Artistic. He looks like he's wearing, you know, those pajamas that have the button butt?
Oh, yeah. There he is.
Did you have those as a kid?
No.
Did you have footy pajamas?
As an adult. But not as a
Not
kid.
as a kid. Man, I used to sit in bed under my sheets and move my feet really fast.
To watch the sparks. You can do that with your hair.
You can?
Yeah.
But because that material was so, I don't know, rough after you washed
Flammable?
it. Right.
It's a decorated snowball flake.
Snowflake.
Yeah. Or gingerbread flake. Oh, gingerbread flake. That was funny. Now listen, I can tell you, I know children who would really be delighted with this.
Have I poo-pooed anything you've been doing except raining on my parade?
Yeah, you poo-pooed my Grinch.
No, I didn't.
Oh, green.
I did not.
I had an experience. It wasn't yours.
Well, we will be watching your experience. I think he's busy enough without arms and legs. What do you think?
Oh, I think he's ballsy too. Look, this looks like a snowflake with two eyes and a snowman's nose. Look.
You should have made it a snowman.
Well, I did. A decorated snowman. He's very colorful. Now, just think you could make a snowman.
Yeah, I think I will my last one.
I hope. And just think you don't have to worry about.
Opening the white.
And yeah, the lines, you don't do lines with white for a snowman.
You're right.
I'm very pleased. I might have to eat these for breakfast.
I will not. Because I would never get out of bed for the rest of the day.
You have to get out of bed to eat them.
Right, but I would go right back to bed and never get out the rest of the day. And this is my first Saturday off in months. Feels like
months.
I think I took a Saturday off when I first went back, and I haven't since. Oh, no, that's not true, because I took a lot of Saturdays off to swim, and then it was like, well, I got to start doing overtime.
Okay, thanks you all. Did I showed you all of mine?
I'll do a montage at the end. But look, you got to stay here with me. Just gonna sit here. I know you have funny stories you can tell on me.
Sue, I need help thinking of a funny story.
I'm trying to think of stories that we laugh at.
Seems to me that is apparently about every time I open my mouth.
Could tell about well, it's gonna sound bad when I say it right now, but it's not. So just hold on a second. The sheets tearing the other night. Right, like right now it sounds dirty.
Oh,
but
no.
Not.
Okay, so the deal there is that Jake is not patient. And when we go to bed, they always get their bedtime snacks. So I get their bedtime snacks, and then I get under the covers because it's cold. And Jake is never patient about
waiting.
And so he does this at me, and the other night he was doing that at me, and
that's not all he does. He does pulls the lights off you.
Yeah. And even if I don't have treats, he does that.
He does that to get you to play with him too after treats.
So he ripped the sheets, and Sue told him that he and I are responsible for replacing them.
Okay, but that is not the honest truth. For that occasion, he had already had his treats, and you were going under the blanket.
Okay, I want you to remember something.
I do remember that.
Okay, but I'm asking you to remember something from Emmett's childhood.
Okay.
Okay, so there was Pincher. And that was just Creeper.
It was one of everything. Hitter.
No.
What else did you have? There was something that hit too. Huh, Emmett?
No.
There were all sorts of evil.
No. It was not. It was not Hitter.
What was it?
Slapper.
Totally set myself up. Dang it.
And then there was
Squeezer. Yeah, I know that one. She has the strongest hands of anyone I know. They're superhero-ish.
It's not my hands, it's the fingers.
It's not human.
It's hilarious. Want me to show you?
No, because I have arthritis in my hands and you hurt them.
You only have arthritis since when?
Since you started squeezing them. Just kidding.
Well, also, I do use the
knuckles to pull up. You pull up into my knuckles.
Yeah, and also I use the hand batons that are
Oh, you do still use those?
Yeah, in the pool. They're called hand batons.
Oh, yeah, you use
I use the Hulk hand batons.
Yeah, no. I tried to, man. I am not that strong. I am like,
Well, I'm good at it. And it makes me the beast.
she's pretty proud of her nickname at the pool.
She's proud of hers too.
I'm
Gigi.
That's only to you.
Oh, there's a funny story. Did we tell the towel story?
No.
Okay, so there's this woman at the pool who was really nice, really not nice to a person that
I befriended.
Sue befriended. I think you were already friends before that happened, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so the resistance pool, they're right next to the resistance pool. You don't even have to get out. You can go into the wave pool. But in the morning when the old ladies are there, and some of them are not ladies, that would be me, but there are others. The old ladies are there. They don't turn the waves on. So there's some people who always take the very same area.
They make it a lap pool, though it's not laps. It's
Yeah. Yeah, but everybody does. It's not like that's... So anyway...
but if you get in their area...
Yeah, so Sue's friend was all excited.
Because she hadn't swam or done what she was doing. And she was recovering from surgery.
Yeah, so she was really excited to be in the pool and really moving. And she, I guess, I wasn't there, but got in this woman's lane, and the woman told her to move. And so she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And the woman who had told her to move said, "No, you're not, or you wouldn't have gotten in my lane to begin with." And Sue told me that story, and I was like, whoa. Well, that very, very same day, there was this woman who was going around where I was, the resistance pool, and she was going, on your left. And this poor woman heard on your left and moved to her left. She goes, I said on your left. Whoa. So that poor woman was like, move to her right. But then all of a sudden I heard clogged, and this woman who was on your left, there were three people kind of not even in a row. They just kind of all ended up in the same sort of spot at the same time, and there was not a good way to get through them without being really inclusive. So she said, clogged, to get her to move. And I was so mad. I said, Sue, I am going to say to her, slobbed. And Sue said I couldn't. So I didn't, because, you know, Sue needs her gossip girl friends. And
stop. That is not anything to do with it.
For me, it did. Oh, would you like me to tell that story about how you got to be the gossip girl too?
You did already.
Oh, so anyway, okay, so you get the drift. All of a sudden, I have become one of the mean girls. Because I was in the shower. I had just gotten in the shower, and I had hung my towel up on the hook, and I hear this woman say, would you mind please move your towel? I said, no. No, I just got here. That's my hook right now. And Sue, Miss Fix-It, Sweet Sue, opens up her curtain.
No, I was opening my curtain to give you the shampoo bar.
Okay, but you opened up the curtain and saw what?
Her.
And what did you see?
Her scurrying away.
Her eyes were bulging out of her head. And so all I could think was, after I did that, was, oh man, I hope somebody's not spitting on my towel. That's what I thought. I was like, ooh. And so then when I got out of the shower, I looked, and the towel was okay. And I went and I started to get dressed, and here comes the woman who had said, "You're in my lane."
But she's been nice to us for
Yeah, I'm just saying. And had said, when the woman apologized, she said, "No, you're not, or you wouldn't have gotten in my lane." Okay, so she comes out and she looks at me and she goes, "I'm the one who asked you to move your towel."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she says, "I'm sorry." I said, "Well, I appreciate you being respectful and thank you for not spitting on my towel." But it was just very interesting to have someone who had been mean to someone that we like, then I don't know, just like, I don't know.
Cower.
And how could she feel so entitled to a hook? There was one hook.
And there were so many
I was there
hooks.
first.
Yeah.
Why would I move my towel? Because you're late.
Right.
Anyway.
And we had gone through, there were like 5 of us standing there, wrapped in our towels, figuring out how we were going to hang our stuff to get into 6 showers because all the hooks are broken. And we figured it out. And then this woman comes in. "Can you move your towel?"
Yeah, I didn't move my towel.
And there was 1 hook for the 3 showers, or 2 hooks. I had 1. Libby had 1. And she had the 1.
Yeah.
She wanted 2.
Yeah.
So whatever, but.
And I just I was emphatic with my no, because.
She could wait.
Yeah. Yeah, why would I make your life more convenient and inconvenience myself when it's the only hook and I was there?
Right, right.
Anyway, that's
the
that story.
And then that man was so mad at us for going backwards.
Oh, that was so weird. But then when I went over to the...
Stop.
I asked he complained to the lifeguard. So I asked the lifeguard, "Is he mad at us?" And she said no. And I was like, I think he's mad at us. But I wasn't going to argue with her. She was sweet. And here came the 2 women who are always the one who tried to take my hook, and the other one, and they were like protective of me, and "Don't you personalize him, don't you personalize him. He is that way with everyone. He glares at everyone, and he just will all of a sudden stick his finger up." And this is they said, this is how we deal with him. Schizophrenia comes in all shapes and sizes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That's what they said. I said, okay, I'll just let it go.
But he was so mad at us. And I think it was because we were going the opposite way. So this pool is the one that I just showed a little bit of in one of my videos. Because we go to it on the weekends. And it's way more resistance than our little pool. Mm-hmm. So when we go with the waves, it's even a lot of work. When we go with the, it's not waves. What is it?
Resistance.
But it's not, the resistance is the backwards way, right?
Yeah. It's the lazy river, but yeah.
So even when you go with the tide, it's more work.
Yeah.
So, but we do go backwards against it, which is a lot of work. And he was so mad that we were doing that. And he kept stopping and yelling at the lifeguard to make us stop. And of course, Libby just doesn't pay attention to anybody. But I'm always concerned about what people think, and I think I talked about it enough in my video a couple of nights ago, but I'm always hyper aware of the people around me. So I was listening, and it was us. And he was saying we were standing still, and we weren't. And we were right up against, like, you're supposed to stay to the right. And we were staying to the right, going the opposite way, so nobody should have been bumping into anybody. So, and we weren't bumping into him for sure.
Which reminds me of another story about the clogged lady.
Oh,
Yeah, so this day I was going against the tide. Okay, so I was working really hard. And I was doing the resistance way. And this woman, the clogged lady, comes up to me and tells me how that doesn't do anything for you. And she would know because she's a soccer. So I mean, I quit listening, but anyway. And so she's telling me how it doesn't do anything for you regarding fitness. And I looked at her and I said, but I like it. And she says, and I looked at her and I said, well, I guess it depends on your intent. I like it. She hasn't spoken to me since. And I didn't even have to get rude like I felt. And she doesn't talk to me, which is what I was going for.
so I ordered something today for the pups. And you know how I have that issue with Amazon of never looking at sizes? So Otis looked at it and said, oh, that is not for me. That is for Mama and Jake. So we wrapped a present for Mama and Jake.
But the size? You mean you got it for Otis, but he said no.
Well, I got it for Otis and Jake.
Oh.
But Otis is like, oh no. That is for Jake and Mama.
I hope we don't have to share a double sweater or something. Like this.
What do you guys like to do together? Think about it.
We play.
Yeah. So it's something.
Otis doesn't play.
No. But he likes, like, I always have to buy new ones of these because they're his favorite. And Jake tears them apart.
Oh, yeah. Show it off.
All right, guys. We got to go pick up our groceries. It's going to all be stuff to make cookies for my mom this weekend.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back.
The magic of Christmas is here. The streets are singing with cheer. Snowflakes are falling and everyone's calling. The magic of Christmas is here. The magic of Christmas is near. A countdown till presents appear. Houses are glowing and love will be flowing.
But he's already performing. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? What time is it? Do you want to get ready for bed?
You dropped your card out here.
I did? No, I think the dog's got your shredding ones. Otis, what time is it? Do you want to get ready for bed? Sing! Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. We gotta get in the elf. We're getting in the elf. What's this? Sing again. Sing. Otis, sing. Oh, you almost fell over. Jake, what are you doing, Jake? What are you doing, Jake? Jake, jumping Jake. Oh, sorry, Otis. Not the goods.
All right.
Emmett's gonna do the... What is it? Is it Advent? Is it Advent?
You like Advent? All right, day 17.
Advent. Look, we just cut Emmett and Emmett and Libby's hair. It's on the floor. I gotta go get the vacuum. But
You ready for day 17? Where's Jake?
behind you.
Oh, here he is. We got cookies. Oh my goodness. A big old bag of cookies.
Yeah, they're.
Gingerbread Men. Yeah, Jake, they're for you, huh? Let's figure this out. Who's there? One of these.
They are sitting so pretty. Oh, you're not sitting.
Otis, sit. Sit. Jake is a good sit. Otis, that was a good sit. Hazelnut, good sit.
Oh, poor Otis just put it all in the hair.
Oh. Do we do another one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right?
These are big carrots.
They do fine with them.
Ow, Otis.
Well, I'm used to the big ones.
We'll do one more. Once Jake's ready. We gotta get Jake ready, guys.
It says mine's harder than yours.
Hi, Otis.
Look at how Jake's sitting. What is that?
Want to see?
They're so cute. They make them so perfect.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready? We got Jake sit. Good boy. Sit. Good girl. And a good sit. All right. Happy Advent. Day 17.
All right, everybody, that is it for day 17 of Vlogmas. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe and don't let the holidays stress you out. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.